Oh my goodness! My internet's dying. Hey, Mr. Wick. How's it going? I think my internet's gonna explode. Is Twitch down or is it just me? It might be Twitch. I don't know. I have no clue what's going on with my stream right now. I'm trying to get an update on it. I guess I could also do a speed test, right? Music broke, which means my through rate probably went down. So there's that. Oh, there's the music. Does that mean we have sound again? Do we got sound? We got definitely have unstable frame rate is what I'm getting. Super unstable at 58 kilobytes a second. Just me? I'm the only one that's seeing this? Well, that's great. It says I skipped 90% of the frames and that it's unstable, but if you guys are getting good picture, then hey, what can I say? We'll throw this sucker in performance mode then, and not worry about it. And just go from there. How you doing, Mr. Wick? Mr. John Wick? What you been up to? Oh, my camera's frozen? Now it's getting laggy? Well, my camera's always frozen. Hey, Icarus. Oh, video's lagging. Logan Wick? I'm pretty sure it's John Wick. Pretty sure it's John Wick. There we go. I can reset the camera. See that Icarus is here to make sure that I don't break anything. Oh, dang. We just lost, I'm getting something. How about now? Still unstable, 30 frames a second, which is what I expected. We can close you out. Let's start exiting out of apps we don't need. Apps that use the internet, right? You don't need Discord, you don't need Slack. Not doing that. How about now? Nah, it looks like it's still frozen. Still frozen? Only 26% frame rate dead. Not very often that I think it's actually my RAM. I don't think it's the internet. Okay, if we're good, If y'all say we're good, I'm gonna go forward. Where did my speed test go? Still connecting. Still connecting. Cool. The bitrate's still super unstable, but 1 millisecond ping. That's how it behaves when it's on Wi-Fi. Download 130. If download's 130 and uploads 50, yeah, that's exactly why. Yeah, it's my network. So I'll just keep going. Oh, that's good. Worst comes to worst, I'll just post the recording later. That sound good? Well, I normally hit about 400 on the download and 2 up. Oh, look. We got 600 kilobytes per second bitrate. Looks like our bitrate's back up. Okay. I'm going to continue forward. That still sucks. I usually get way better, but it's not bad. I've seen worse. But looks like we're ready to go. Look, we've passed 1,000 views, and now we have 5 more followers since then. Logan, Mr. Wick, Logan, was the last time you were on? Was I back when I was having like major throughput buffering problems? Because that wasn't that long ago. I used to just like always be having issues. Always having issues. Yeah, it did show a lot. Yeah. My internet's weird. I don't think my internet's the problem right now. I mean, I'm not seeing any errors anymore, so I think we're good. So actually, but I can't navigate Vim. There we go. We have our tests here ready to go. It's the way that Icarus left me last from Tuesday, because without him, I'm pretty sure I would forget how to code Go. Pretty much at that point. So let's go ahead. We'll just throw this up there. Just get it to run. Don't think I need that open right now. And we'll just go forward. Yeah, I don't understand my internet. I know that test has seemed to be pretty accurate as far as what the response is, but it's definitely so my city provides the internet, and it's fiber, but it's definitely not like a big nationwide brand, you know. It's something. Let's get you up. Oh, I need a... No. Did my Docker actually finally update? Because that was the first time I've ever ran Docker space compose. Did my activity monitor ever start? Because I think my CPU's being... Look at that. Oh, and yeah, it's all Streamlabs. I mean, OBS underlying. It's probably the activity thing I added at the top. We'll kill this. If it's too much, we'll kill it. Yeah, I want to remove my event list. They all come to my chat anyway. Okay, so that started. Did I just exit out of my Vim? Oh well, we'll get Vim open again in a minute. Go test. What the heck just happened? I don't know what just happened to... Oh, it is still... Okay, that's why. It just exploded. Oh, the command K is what... It doesn't know how to deal with that. Cool. No, come on. No, I want to scroll. Why can't I no, I can't scroll. So client test 60 is when it failed. Cool. I might have to open up a side-by-side to get this done, which is I think what I did last time, so. It's not connecting to the database client. Zogot, welcome back. Nice to see I have some friends here. People that I know and have talked to before. Not always the case. Interesting that it's not connecting to the database. Because it does usually. Because if I just do go run main.go right with it does side by side, yeah, it usually does. I just sometimes wish I could be smarter than that. I wish I could just be smart, I guess. Right? So if I curl, it did that just fine. And it ran the Goose migrations and it connected to the database. So obviously it works regularly. I don't know why it doesn't work in the test. Is the Docker stuff still running? Yep, Docker's still running. Okay. That's exciting. Everybody should... Market board style system. GW2 EVE. Oh, like those in... WoW. Oh, so that would be World of Warcraft, Gears of War 2, EVE. That's the one I don't know. So watching and yeah, I'm glad you could come join us. I mean, I do a lot of Go. I spoke at I gave a talk at a Rest meetup last night, and I literally said, I'm gonna still keep doing Go. Like, you haven't convinced me to switch to Rust all the time, so. It fails on the ping on line 60? Is that because that's what happens on test setup? Interesting that it fails. If I took this, right, so we run db migrate, and maybe. So this is just running the tests. Oh, yeah, yes, I know I would have a happier life if I switched to that. And I definitely want to do that next, but I want these to work. If I get ridiculously frustrated, though, Icarus, I'll definitely switch to the SQL mock by Datadog. Like, I've been, like, itching to use that for years. It's just we've had restrictions on external libraries at work, so it was like, they were like, why? They didn't, anyway. They didn't want us to do it. It shouldn't run anything before this is done, though. That's the thing. We just need to capture the error there. Oh! Drop it. What am I supposed to... Thanks for redeeming your... Sir, are you telling me to... What am I supposed to do when I drop it? Does that mean I'm supposed to change to something else? That means no integration tests, do unit tests? Okay, I'll do this. No, we can figure out what it means. I have it saved on Twitch. Not in settings, but in community. No, it's in affiliate. In affiliate? Something about a weapon? Oh, yeah, they have these, like, for strangers, right? So, for, like, bit tier badges, essentially they want, like, they say you have to drop the weapon you're using and do something else. So I think if I'm going to drop the weapon I'm using and do something else, that would literally mean I have to stop doing Docker Compose and switch to Go SQL Mock, which might be smart. Maybe, which might be smart, which is definitely smart. Yeah, let's put these on hold. We'll put these on hold. Oh my gosh, Nightbot, stop! I love that Logan Wick is posting my dog over and over again. You're not bugging me, you're just bugging Nightbot. You can spam my dog, the pictures of my dog as much as you want. Okay. Let's do it. Go SQL mock. Let's go get it. Theoretically, yeah. I should be able to use a lot of the same code, right? You're right, Icarus. Definitely, it should definitely be pretty simple to, right? I would just use the mock database instead of that. It should be almost identical. I think you're right. The tests just shouldn't live there. They should live somewhere else, if I'm correct. I mean, in my head, if we're going to be doing unit tests, right, with a mock, then we should stick this mock, these tests, by my server code. So let's go ahead. We have a client, and then we have a server as well, right? So we'll copy. Not in main, in the tests. The test is where I'd implement the mock. But I think I want to keep this I'm not ready to delete that file yet. And then we're going to move this to server, and then we're going to have server test. Do I have only server in there, or do I have another file? No, it's only server. _test.go. And now we're going to edit this. We're going to get out of that. And this should look exactly the same. This will now be package. Oh gosh. Package server. And so now here, instead of the Postgres DB connect, you're correct. We would add the stuff that they say to do for the SQL mock. Hello. I'm Ola Lola. Welcome to the party, I'm Alola. What do you mean terminal isn't pretty? I do all of my Go in Vim. Oh, they literally do it in the main package? Something you want to test is Lola works. Glad you made it. Yeah, test with SQL mock. That's what I want. That's what I want. We're just writing some tests today, because Icarus convinced me Nope, not that. And this would no longer be that. It would... Well, I have Postgres running in Docker Compose, but we're going to be mocking out this. this gonna give me that error? Didn't I have to wrap my functions? I don't know if he sells me as... Oh, he sold you on using a SQL mock? I guess it's time I use it, right? Yes, my company's hiring. US and India only, but it is remote, so they just don't like remote international. So that's great. So we have a cleanup function for DB close. This says, now we execute our method, record stats, mock. All the expectations were met. And I have to match the queries, right? Oh, I don't... Utah Dev counts as remote. Well, our office is in Utah. So, I mean, if you have an office that's not remote. But our VPs of engineering... are located in Silicon Valley. Wait, can I just... Do I run that on the DB itself? Because then I should... No, come on. Where's the scroller? Oh, it's at the top? No, it's at the bottom. Where's the testing? There's a scroller. Oh! So your resignation worked, and now you have a new job that's remote? Is the company still based in Europe, or is it based somewhere else? Oh, muck. Mountain Standard or Mountain Daylight Time. It's it's what, 6 plus GMT? It's 1 off of Pacific? -1 from Pacific? You literally just told me to use the mock framework. Are there any internships? No, not internships, but we do have like junior developers and stuff in India. We need to add that mock now because I have to be able to what if I just added the context error, and now I need to return a SQL mock dot mock. I don't even know if that's a thing. I don't mock anything. I guess, okay, Icarus, if you're saying you don't tend to mock things, I agree. But I feel like I get hindered when testing due to DB stuff. So I feel like there's like a definite need to have a DB mock. Like, just to be able to remove those database dependencies, right? Because I'm going to want to test if actions happen on the database somewhere else. I mean, that's my thought. I like, if I'm testing business logic that's tied, like, you can have business logic in a function, you can test your APIs, but if the APIs call a database, then you're going to want to mock that database because you're only testing the APIs, and then you can test the database separately. Oh my goodness. So now, theoretically, that should work. Oh, I see what you're saying. That's why you were talking about that's why you were talking about defining it in main. Soy Pete is usually what yeah. Soy Pete 01. Soy is the Spanish I am, so. It's usually how it works. Oh wait, no, that's gonna break the other one. I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that. I want to... Anyways. Yeah, it's a pretty good pun. Import cycle not allowed. No, I've had people assume it was because I liked soy milk, which is not the case. Regular milk is fine. Again, I can't see it, that's why. There we go. That should be better. I have to visually see my camera or else it doesn't work. The camera's back, right? That was relatively easy. I guess it's nice to only set it up in one place. Cool. Yeah, it's just because I had the screen off when I was trying to save internet, and I couldn't see my camera. But now we're good. Undefined SQL mock. Yeah, I knew that wasn't a thing. Cannot use SQL DB as Postgres argument. Oh, okay, that makes sense. This is a weird song. I don't know why. No, can't. I don't want dictation on. Oh, I need to, okay. First thing first, this is no longer going to return that, so I need a Postgres.pg, and that's gonna be client. And then we have to return mock. We should do that, and then let's go check out our types. It's called SQL mock, cool. Not mock, but wait, was it lowercase SQL? No, it is capital SQL, cool. SQL mock, and that should work. And now, if I could do the right thing. Oh, that didn't save. That should test this now. That should be good, right? Good! Not enough arguments to return, line 34. Oh, that stinks. Now all my returns are messed up. Oh, that wasn't right. I'm so used to them not being in the same terminal session. Because usually I do Mac Vim, not Vim in the terminal. $38? What am I doing in 38? Oh, I see. So this should be PG client, and this would then also be PG client. Somebody really should clean up this code because it don't look pretty. Unknown field client? Yeah, that's probably not what it's called. Is it called database? It might be called database. Yeah. It is capital cliency.
It's 2 p.m.
I definitely,
Want to go for a walk?
it definitely is not readable, not even close to readable. Not even close at this point. But, you know. I think there's functional. I like to get things to work, then refactor, then get them to work again, and then clean up. This type SQL X. 39? I mean, SQLX, I had this problem before. Yeah. Oh, I use SQLX Connect. Why do I have the Postgres file? Oh, just for the commands. Because in Postgres, I have all of these inserts and stuff I want to use. I like to have a connection function I can call from anywhere. It's just a preference. I like to use the SQLX because it has struct scans, so I can just use database tags on the structs. Which it doesn't look like I'm doing yet, but I've just gotten in the habit of it. Yeah, this is just a database, and it just returns a regular database. Yeah, SQLX just wraps SQL, and it just has like 3 extra implementations. One being the struct scan. But that's interesting. Oh, look, there's a SQL list for Rust. See, I've never done it that way with the DSN. It's very much like a new thing for me. You can also, I think, use SQLX for migrations, even though I'm not doing that. I don't know. I'm pretty much of the fan as few lines of possible in code in the main. I mean, Matt Ryer likes to only have 1 line of code in the main, and that is calling a run function that he then defines also in the main file, but it's only 1 in the main function. Actually, I think sometimes he even defines it somewhere else. But funny, right? A little bit. Yeah, see, I wonder. Am I doing open? Oh no, I'm doing. I don't need to call connect DB at all. Well, I mean, I guess I'm not. A lot of people do think the Earth is flat. Hey buddy, how you doing, Max? I think this is just an implementation of that anyway. What do you need, buddy? I thought it was in SQLX.go. Come on. What can I do for you, Mr. Max? Just need a scratch? Look at that. We'll just do this. But I doubt it will work with that driver. This will stop us from having to do the mock though. No, I mean, I don't know. That's not what I wanted. I want SQL X dot new DB, and it says DB, and this would be, we'll call it DBX, and there was an error, right? Nope, it's just the database. And then we can kill you. I mean, I could have probably also inlined it there. Do they have a Postgres driver? Where's our map? For named query support. Driver name of the original database is required for named query support. What the heck is the driver name? That's funny. I wasn't expecting him to have a comment in there. He used to be on the Go team. He's not anymore now. But he is part of the people that maintain it. Oh gosh. I don't know if I don't know the use case for that TXDB. That code was the SQL mock code. No, the SQLX code, I apologize. The SQLX code. The SQL mock, I don't know, right? The mock library for the SQL driver, but then it says here, it says it's using the Go MySQL driver. Oh, I can do it with any of them. Oh, it doesn't matter. Yeah, Brad fits. So I'm doing the Postgres driver, so it doesn't matter. Yeah, see, they're just doing the mock with that DB. So I just need to throw Postgres on there, which is the one I'm using, the driver. Cool. I think that should work. Oh, I just did the dot, so I need that. Mock is declared but never used. In line 88. And you're right. That feels really good. So here we should have a mock dot up there, but in the send chat, and we don't need to do this. But in not in there. But in server, that's where I need to be. So in server, our send chat command does an insert message, which we have here, which, so to my understanding, we would mock an exec, and we would say this command paste that, and then we would say return, oh no. Is that what it? With args 2, 3. Ooh, return result, SQL mock result 1. So SQL mock new result. Theoretically, instead of mocking the database calls, I could have mocked the database object itself. And it had an interface on there. I didn't even think about that. What's somebody thinking? I don't understand quite the with args thing, but I guess we'll figure that out. This will return result. And then it was SQL mock dot new result. Where's the reflect code? In here? Oh, inside SQLX? Yes, I can see that. Oh, expect exec. That's what I need. Well, it makes sense that it's in SQLX. Well, that didn't. So, this would be tester. Tester. Sentence. Return result. What does my server return with that? Oh. Honestly, I don't know. That'll be interesting to see what happens with it. Will return result. So that actually goes right here. And this should actually be the same, because I'm doing the same function. I don't know if this will work. Oh. Let's do a dash V and see what we're getting. It should just be 1 and 1, right? 1 row updated. So results would be 1 result updated, probably 3, and it would be the same here. Wait. Yeah. That or it'll be maybe new result. What? 1. I think it says return 1 thing. I think it should be 1 on 1. Both times. And that's just me assuming from very big documentation. I do that sometimes too. I am printing out the messages here. So in message, I was doing a print on the results, but it didn't appear to be printing them out. So because I called it wrong. DB declared not used. See, 'cause it's just not compiling. Like, dumb code, I guess. I was supposed to go to 88. Oh, wrong one. Oh, we don't use the database anymore, do we? We don't use the database at all. We don't even need to return it. Again, camera? Come on, guys. Where's my, there. There we go. We don't want spam. Yeah, we might not need that anymore. It did it again. Why does it import Firebase DB every time? Where am I defining the database? I'm calling database outside the scope of where I'm defining it. And it does that every time. I notify wait -e close write well read file do go test -v done. Oh, are you okay? That would give me all of the context I want, all of the data I want. don't need you. Oh! That's smart. Yeah, but I don't know if I have I notify wait binary. Is that like a default thing? I don't think. See? That was my one thing that feels like a binary. DB. Of iBezel taste, I notify built in. Just need the API package. Yeah, but I don't use Bazel, so I guess that's truly my problem. Oh, now that looks promising. iNode should be able to watch. Should be able to install iNotify. Probably. I just wonder why it's hanging like that. That was really weird that it was hanging. One test GRPC client. See, it's just hanging somewhere. Interesting. Don't need that open anymore. Don't need that open anymore. Good point. Where's my context? Oh, that's the wrong one, that's why. I have a context with a timeout at 5 seconds. Right there. Can you do a timeout on a test? Oh, is that what you're telling me? I didn't know there was one. Now I know there is one. I never had that problem. Timeout 10 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, I should probably start now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, there we go. And that's the best stack trace I've ever seen. Who's calling asleep? Function one GRPC server. Run GRPC server. 63. Yeah. Test server line 69. That's server.go63 and server.go68. Yeah, that's weird because that ran before. Server test 51. Gateway listen and serve. Yeah, I do that. I'm doing that the same. And I have a cleanup. Go routine. Yeah, it's not exiting out of the go routine, so the cleanup's not happening. Yeah, it's blocking on listening and serve, and literally this is supposed to handle that. Yeah, GRPC internal, GRPC. It wouldn't. Yeah, 51 is listen and serve being called. Well, I should. Be able to comment out this. and still run the test I want to run, right? And just get rid of that for a minute. Right? Like, just test the gRPC. Yeah. Could not match actual SQL in... What's this nil? Oh, that's probably from the dash. Well, did it pass? Okay, cool. So if I did this without the dash v, well, that worked. Okay. So we can test that without this step. And I wonder... Oh, I think that fail. Oh, that's because I'm not checking anything. I have like 0 validation on these tests. All I'm doing is like just doing a print line on everything. Yeah, so if it doesn't have anything to check against, it just, like right now I either just print or return. Even though I don't think it should have failed, but whatever. There we go. Let's go ahead. I like how it inverts everything. As if that's actually helpful. And so now the response we want from send chat should be that. Okay, so if it doesn't get an error, it just prints the result. Cool. Was it supposed to be error F? Fail. Expected response didn't match actual response. That's the pointer thing. It's because they're both pointers. Oh, that's probably true. Let's throw that in there. Obviously, I can't validate on that. See, I'm not using error F anywhere. No new variables on the left side. I do just throw the response away anyway, so I shouldn't even care about validating it. That. Server test, there is a remaining expectation that was not met. Expected exec or exec context which matches and it didn't return it because but why do I want to continue the test if there are more errors? Like, if the error happens, I want to know immediately. I don't want to wait for the other errors. No variables on the left side of line 89. Yeah, but that's a keep going comment. Good to know. I see. It's because we're replicating table tests. But that is... Wasn't that referring to the Oh, they don't return anything. No new variables there. Continue is not in a loops. So yeah, that's why that comment didn't make any sense to me. But return should just exit the error itself. Like, I think that comment was out of context. Well, I generally speaking avoid mocks because they just don't make any sense to me. Last insert ID and rows affected one, yeah. The camera turns off every 30 minutes. It's just stupid like that. And the expectations were met is an assert library, I believe. So it returned an error here. Could not add message to the DB. Because there are 3 arguments, and I only gave it 2. And it's not returning the error. that should work. Result declared but never used on messages 20. Yeah. There we go. And now the error returns as we expect it to return. So just printing it. I am printing the message though, for some reason. Must be printing that here. Should I have been doing argument 0, 1, 2 instead of listing them as arguments? No, that definitely is not what I should have been doing. Yeah, that's right. And I think the response is fine. But the issue is my query right here does not seem to match what they expect me to be delivering. What do you mean? Oh, the example does? I guess it depends on how they're doing a regex match. It's obviously not doing an exact match. Interesting. That's not bad. That could be worse. Took a minute to figure out, but that's not bad. need that anymore. Because I'm going to take out... No, do I still need the random? Yeah. But I can put that there. Yeah, it looks... Yeah, it's not... Yeah, it's pretty simple. Okay. Start with this. Do I do... Is this a... This wasn't a pointer. Oh, we can just do a TF fatal without returning, right? So I don't need to actually I can't do a TF fatal without the testing package, which I do need. Right, because I gotta do the DB close. Yeah, well if that's the case, we'll do t.fatal f. I think that's it. And then we'll say failed to set up test DB with an error. And then this will be error.error, which will return a string. Test cleanup. This delays cleanup until after the test completes. And then create, oh no, this would be implement DB-SQL-X interface. And so now instead of PG client, actually we would need to return this and the mock. And we don't use a context for that. So we can pull that out. Let's go ahead, we'll return the context first now. I think that's better. And I don't think we need to return an error. I think we can just return the other two. And I think we can just do, instead of doing a return here, we can do what we did before, do a t.fatal, right? Because we don't want it to continue. Failed. Failed. To dial GRPC connection. Right? Let me do t.fatal. We have a cancel, which we clean up. This would be define, timeout, and cancel func. Context. I don't know. Setup, we'll set up context. Context and connection. We don't need view anymore. So we do want this. This is a helper. There we go. So this is no longer there. So now we have PG client and SQL mock equal the things. Set up test dbt, right? That way we get the close on 30. Oh, look at that. Come on. Yeah, we need a context here, so this would be context, nope, other way around. Context and the connection. Setup, context and connection. T. That looks good. This would be set up tests. I'll actually do this. Database mocks. Configure. Configure. GRPC server. Create testing client. Here it would be create GRPC message. I'm gonna actually pull this down. And this is mock database call. Call function. Okay, cool. Now let's see if we can get this sucker to work. So we're gonna do the same thing we did here. Except for we don't need a connection. Configure gateway server. Right, like we don't need this. We don't need anything that happened after that. So let's just do an error F. Not status code not expected. Do want to do this before. Should little bit better. Oh, I didn't uncomment the thing. Obviously, there we go. Server test 73. Let's do that. Turn that music up. I don't know if there's any way to get the mic better situated by my face at this point, but hey. Oh, we need a context for we don't need the connection though, they handled that. We do need the context. So when we mocked the SQL before, that's right. Something weird happened here. Oh, yeah, that error's not defined. Oh, look. Let's add that up there. I don't know why I split them out, but it looks nicer, I think. And we were just calling this mock. So we need to call this mock. We need to define this context up here. And we need to find this error. There is a go test thing. Go test compile, that's what I need. Undefined sentence on line 89. Probably gonna be the same thing here. No, I mocked that way down there, so we're still good there. 125? Oh, yeah. What? Is my stream still up? Is my stream still up? What happened? Okay. Because it just said I had an error. So maybe the error is more related to... Man! I want to have as many people watching as this coding garden. I wish I had 440 people watching all the time. Okay. Then Streamlabs gave me a false alarm and we're all just fine. Yeah, there is no K. How's GoTest compile now? Did it not fix that return? Oh, look, this one too. Mock is declared but is not used. Oh, that's because I need to return mock. No space left on device. Oh, that would explain the error I got. So what happens when I have too many videos? Too many videos, not enough time. You know. We all just have 300 gigabytes of videos on a SSD at all times, right? Doesn't everybody just have 300 gigabytes of a video on SSD? Pretty much at all times. Goodbye. Everything I have is has been moved to YouTube. I did double check that. Well, mine is like 90% stream recordings. A lot of it is screen recordings. It's pretty much all I ever have. Yeah, and if they weren't like created so rapidly, it would, I don't know. I don't feel like there's a point to store them long term once they're on YouTube, because YouTube keeps the high quality and lets me download them back at the same full HD quality, so it's like, I'm just going to use YouTube as my long-term storage. It's worked pretty well for me so far. I mean, things that aren't on YouTube, yeah, I do have somewhere else, but... That was funny. It's been a while since... Okay, good. It's probably still a compile thing. Running. Finished. Okay, so it definitely isn't a compile thing. That's not what I wanted. Server test. So this is still hanging on the listen and serve. So I might just call it manually. Here. And see if that fixes it. Now that I'm not defining anything in weird spots. This is just more of a prayer than an actual solution, right? Do we not have our lights on today, pups? That's so fun. Oh, that didn't do anything. What? You don't like my prayer? Yeah, that close doesn't work. There was supposed to be... I looked this up the other day. And there's supposed to be like a cleanup function. That was not there. Oh, you're saying that nothing's happening after this line? That's not supposed to work. I looked up how to do this, and they said I could do it this way.
It's 3:30 p.m. Let's go grab a glass of water. And why don't you go wash your hands?
All I need to do is shut it down. Or I can just really do this. Smart. It's a little sarcastic if you couldn't tell. I don't think it's going to do anything. What? $117, that's already in use. Is that because that's running when this is still running? And then the other one. The other one didn't like my localhost. That's still gonna time out. Same issue. Oh no, okay, good. So running the setup GRPC twice. Does give us an issue. Interesting. See, that's why I was using globals. It should be. Oh, it's probably something stupid. My issue is probably something really stupid. The issue is it doesn't like the URL. Interesting. But they did a URL parse. Why? I don't know, but those answers sucked. I think I... We don't have permission to do HTTP requests on there. It doesn't like that I'm just doing it locally. It's because I'm doing it with HTTP test, huh? Well then let's just do HTTP new request. That broke. Does this return an error? Yeah, it does. There we go. Let's see if we can get a verbose on this. If it'll print out anything that helps us that I have just casually printing out. No, then, okay. Interesting. Alright, like this is fine. 400 error is not found, which means this is wrong. There we go. It doesn't like localhost. It's probably not gonna like this either, because it wants to know if it's HTTP or not. Yep. Is that still no pointer? Yeah, it's still no, it's still 400 status. But it was chat post message. Yeah. Chat post message. I mean, that's the curl I've been using. Just a 400 not found. Almost like that listen and serve does nothing. $400 is better. Oh, duh. I knew that! Well, that's why there's a space in a JSON. I would have never realized that. That would be smart. Am I not? Did I kill that? I thought I was using a JSON.Marshall. Am I just... That was what I wanted to do again. Yeah, see, I do a JSON.Marshall right there. You're gonna facepalm everything I do. Yeah. Although there was a strings not new buffer. Oh, is it strings builder versus bytes buffer? Oh, is it new reader? There we go, that's the difference. Oh, see, this time it was a 500. It's an internal server error. At least the request wasn't bad. Oh, I knew that. Well, then this should work.
Where's Lulu?
I don't know where Lulu is.
Oh, there she is. I found her.
Yeah, it's still 500. I mean, if I wanted to do JSON, I wouldn't actually do a JSON Marshall. I would take what worked, which is this, and do a proto Marshall. Why reinvent the wheel, you may ask? So that doesn't exist. So is it proto Marshall? I think you actually just use JSON Marshall because the tags are there. Thank you, DJ Khaled, as always. Don't know what we'd do without you. No, I want it in JSON. I just got confused for a minute. Thank you. Still 500.
Oh, you do that here, Max?
Well, that's why. It's because I didn't change the mock. And it needs to have this one. Which is the default. Still 500. And tester should be lowercase. There's an extra space here. And it doesn't need to be it can just be regular string. There we go, that was it. Look, we got working unit tests. Ideally, yeah, it would express those as decent errors. Cool. Cool, 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 cool. I know you, Ari Waller. want me to speak at another Go meetup. Not only do they want me to speak at another Go meetup, the Go meetup's next week. I don't have time for that. I am speaking at a Go meetup next week. Right? It's next? Nope, in 2 weeks. It's in 2 weeks. So I'll have time for that. My last set of actions didn't run. Why was that? The build didn't work? Oh no, the test failed. Well, that's comment was. Did I miss one? Yeah, I did. We can check that out. Oh, there aren't any at the top level. This should give me a clean build. And the actions. Cool, that built. Yeah, I know. Now there's a way. Next thing I wanted to do was using Jeff's code. Generate the swagger. I just have to get Jeff's code. I did get approved for Google Copilot. I was accepted into that program today. Well, I got access to it. So now I just need to schedule time to go through it on Twitch. Should be super fun. Oh, my internet's still being dumb. Why is it giving me... I don't want to zoom in on a picture of... I want to open a stupid link, you dumb... There we go. I've opened the link only 19 times. Only 19 times. Look at him using GRP curl. This is literally everything I need to have in mind one day. This is what he what the heck? I don't understand. Open API v2. I don't know what I said that involved Google. I forgot. Oh, look, that's what Google was. I was trying to figure out why they had a Google package. Oh, because he... No, GitHub. GitHub's Copilot. I have access to GitHub's Copilot. I might have said Google, but I meant GitHub. I think he just didn't he literally imported everything. Oh look, he has an option for Swagger at the top. And he's using Open API for your Swagger. That's interesting. Yeah, he said he did put a link there for that. Down here at the bottom. Oh, that's literally that part. Okay. That's just the Swagger UI page itself. That's his presentation. This is all of his. Well, that's disgusting. But I said I was gonna do Swagger for it. I've just never done them before. A bit of everything.proto. Oh, look. It looks like I'm actually gonna. You have to configure errors in the proto for it to work on Gateway. That's interesting. Or was Jeff's? So he just had this. Okay. Let's throw it in mine. Gateway. Goes the camera again. And then here, when I have the option API stuff, I need to also add this. On both of them. Oh yeah, I think he just like pulled things off the Weather Channel. That's what his website does. To post a message to the server backend. Get chat messages. Chat messages that have been sent to the server. Okay. It doesn't have anything else here. But it does have a Swagger UI stuff. That's all generated from a template. No, look, that's even generated too. Cool. Let's see what happens. If I do a buff, well, I can just do bash gen. My back's starting to hurt. We might need to call it a day. What do you mean? Should work. Hi, Lulu. You have an unknown extension. It's because I need to import it, huh? I did not import it, did I, Lulu? Yeah. Your eye. You had a goopy eye. Ugh. My backspace keeps giving me fits. Yes, Lulu, do you need more scratches under your arm? Oh, I have 2 dogs! One on each side. When did you come in here, Mr. Max? They're both smiling big. Oh, it didn't run. Oh, it doesn't exist? Interesting. Oh, look. Okay, so this is new. Yeah, so it should be this. Open API v2 versus Swagger. Yeah. So that's really weird. Hey, buddy. Oh, I probably need to add it to my buff stuff. I bet you that's the difference. Yeah. Well, now my dogs are licking each other. Okay, guess not. Did I miss something else? Yeah, well, this is what I was using. Oh, see? It does say that right there. Looks like I just didn't go down far enough. Optional. Generate open API using that. And now if I do this, it should work. Okay. Well, let's try it. Could not find ProTalk plugin for Open API. If you're using ProTalk to generate stubs, I'm not. This is literally identical. Oh, my gen. Look, remember, I'm not doing it in the same place. So this will be in Proto. And for this one, for that beta thing, I had to get it, so. So I wonder if I need to do. Buff. That's not what I wanted. Buff. It's called GRPC-Gateway. GRPC something ecosystem. Oh. Can we try buff protalk? My camera froze again. It's not that bad. That should probably be the... Forgot what I was calling. Buff protalk. Yeah. I don't know. I don't know, but we'll call it a day. The stuff's up and running. Our next stream will definitely be Copilot. So stay tuned for that. Following on Twitter would be your best way to find out. Thanks so much for hanging with us. I don't have any meetups this week. I don't have anything else, so we should be more online. And as always, we will end with a raid. Because raids are great. Because we gotta share the love. Oh, I was interested. Large data bank is cockroach. CM Griffing is doing... Oh, who knows what he's doing today? Oh, he's working on the Go compiler? Let's go ahead and follow him. I really like to do that. I don't know why. But thank you for coming. And we'll see you, if nothing else, next Friday. Have fun, guys.
The time is 4:45 p.m. Time to start wrapping up your workday and plan for dinner.